Hello, this is Tea and Toast. That's Greg. I'm Jason, and on today's Tea and Toast, we're talking about 1980s TV heaven and TV hell. Why have you come dressed as Ugly Kid Joe?
Who?
Greg, you do know that it's not actually like 1990, don't you?
Jason, couple of things. Number one, I, like to make an effort for this show. Sorry, unlike you. I like to make an effort for this show. So usually I do my hair. Today, couldn't be bothered.
And that's how much he cares about it, folks.
And number two, this cap is simply amazing and we've never made the most of it.
TV heaven and TV hell, Greg. I thought this would be a good feature that we could do in a couple of episodes if people like it.
You mean like the things that people never do, will never do again?
Yeah, we'll probably do some more of those.
Like that one. Really enjoyed that. Mainly because it was my idea. What?
So. TV heaven. Let's start with TV heaven, Greg. So, it's the 80s.
Just get some more hair through.
It's the 80s. We're watching all those wonderful things on TV. Can you think of one particular programme, Greg, that you have the best memories of watching when you were a child? That would be your TV heaven.
We all know, don't we? Mine's going to be... My explanation of everything is going to be pretty short, I think, because everyone knows what mine will be. So the next couple will be interesting, because this one's obvious. It's Knight Rider, isn't it?
Knight Rider, ladies and gents. What, in particular, Greg, makes that your TV heaven?
I just remember... as a kid, getting so excited. It was about 5 o'clock it used to be on in the UK. So it was starting to get dark in the winter. And I remember sitting cross-legged, waiting in front of the television for that car to come down the sand. And that is the memory. That's my unbelievable. I can see myself doing that now. That's clear as day, that is.
I think you've already hit the nail on the head with this TV heaven thing there, Greg. Because it's not necessarily... the memory of the content of the programme.
Yeah.
It's the memory of where you were at that time when you were watching it. And you were safe at home, with your mum and dad, waiting for Knight Rider to come on. Not a care in the world, Greg.
And you always knew that following Knight Rider, it was a fantastic night of entertainment anyway. Because then it would go into A-Team, if I remember rightly. And then you'd start going into Blind Date.
Blind Date!
And then, I don't know, You Bet or something like that. And then, you know. So it was always... a bit later on, that wasn't it? But you know what I mean, anyway. But that, you always knew that was the start of a great night with Knight Rider starting.
You'd probably be flicking between the channels on a Saturday night, wouldn't you? Russ Abbott's Madhouse or something. Les Dennis Laughter Show.
Noel's House Party.
That was a bit later.
A bit later, yeah. A bit younger though, aren't I?
No.
That's why I wear the hat too. Down with the kids.
Paul Daniels' Magic Show. You're gonna like this. Not a lot.
And we didn't.
I loved it.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know whether you're going to go into facts and things about everything, but there's no real point because my pick today is so obvious. My hate isn't that obvious. I think
we've talked about Knight Rider enough, but just in case there is anybody out there that doesn't know anything about Knight Rider, it was a TV series in the 80s that was basically about a man in his talking car.
I had the car at my wedding, didn't I?
You did, yeah. The Foundation for Law and Government owned KIT, the Knight Industries 2000, and it was driven by Michael Knight, David Hasselhoff.
Flag.
Michael Knight was a policeman whose death was faked, and he had plastic surgery and turned into Michael Knight. What was his name when he was a policeman? Michael Long. And obviously Flag and KIT and Michael Knight then went on to put right injustices in the world, didn't they, Greg?
Great summary this, Jace.
Thanks.
You're doing really well.
And obviously it ran for 4 seasons. I think it started in 1984.
A bit earlier than that, I think.
Let's have a quick look.
I think it actually started about 82, 83.
It did start in 82 in America. I wonder how long it took to get over here. Don't remember. But anyway, it was then repeated throughout the 80s. But like Greg said, my biggest memory of watching it is on a Saturday afternoon.
And do you know what I used to love? I used to love the fact that then Oh, they'll probably do it now as well. But it just, you could go out and buy T-shirts and jumpers as a kid for your kids, and I used to love it. I had the Knight Rider jumper, sweatshirt, Knight Rider hat.
See all that stuff we got from Birmingham Market though, Greg? I don't think it was like official merchandise.
Do you not think?
No.
Ah. I wonder why Kit said bit on the shirt.
B-I-T-T. So that's your TV heaven, Greg. Knight Rider and the Foundation for Law and Government. Can I ask you a quick question though? Bonnie or the other one? April. No, Bonnie.
I will divide everybody there because I think everybody goes for Bonnie. But I've said this again before a million times. The reason I choose April is because season 2 was the best series of all of them, and she was only in season 2, so I think that's why she jumps.
See, I go for Bonnie because
you fancied her.
No, I probably did when I was a kid, but I just find her more believable. I don't believe that April knew anything about that car.
What's your TV heaven, Jason?
My TV heaven, Greg, is a not so well known series called Drama Rama. You alright with that? We on the middle of a racetrack?
Sounds like it.
Drama Rama, Greg, was a series on ITV, and it was actually a series that was made by all of the different regions. So ITV was split up into regions. We lived in the central region, didn't we? Well,
not together.
No, but Drama Rama sort of. Each episode of Drama Rama was made by a different region of ITV, and they were put together in what they call an anthology series. And Drama Rama was always a little bit spooky or a little bit weird or a little bit magical, and I think that's what I really liked about it. And there's one episode in particular that I actually remember sitting down and watching. And again, like you, it's actually, I think, the memory of getting home from school, having my crispy pancakes and chips.
Crispy pancakes?
We should try making our own. Anyway, crispy pancakes and chips. It's coming soon. Crispy pancakes and chips, probably some beans on the side. Having that and sitting down to watch children's ITV or children's BBC, and in particular Drama Rama.
I like Drama Rama. You know when he peeled the banana and then turned into him?
That's Banana Man, not Banana Rama.
Oh, I thought you said Banana Man.
Yeah, and the particular episode I remember watching starred Christopher Biggins and a lad called Oliver Hawker, who's one of those TV faces from the 80s that you'll remember from lots of other series like Behind the Bike Sheds, maybe Your Mother Wouldn't Like It, that kind of thing. And this episode was set at Alton Towers. So that was a double whammy for me because I really wanted to go. And it was all about this.
Love in the First Degree. That must have been the theme tune. Banana Rama,
it wasn't, Craig.
Banana
it was about his stereo, and when he pressed the button on it, things would happen like if he pressed fast forward, then everyone would fast forward.
Oh, yeah, I remember it now.
Do you?
Yeah, you said that now. I remember it now. I never liked it, but I remember it.
Anyway,
yeah.
It was a British children's anthology series that was broadcast between 1983 and 1989.
Yeah, I do remember it now.
It tended to feature single dramas with a science fiction supernatural type theme. It was created by Anna Home, then head of children's and youth programming, and produced a total of 12 ITV regional companies. There you go. So it was all the ITV regions that.
It would never work like that now, would it?
No. And some things that were created for Drama Rama went on to have their own series. There was a thing called Dodger Bonzo and the Rest. And I was talking to you about this recently. Do you remember I had a memory of an episode of something where they said it was every 6 seconds a child dies or something like that. And it was about charity and raising money for that. And I could never remember what the episode was. And then I discovered it on YouTube, and it was an episode of Dodger Bonzo and the Rest. So if you want to watch it, look it up. But that started off as an episode of Dramarama.
Fascinating, isn't it?
The other fascinating thing about Dramarama, Greg, is that lots of big-name British TV stars and possibly film stars had their start in Dramarama.
Name me two.
Gary Oldman and...
Different strokes?
No, not Gary Coleman.
Oh.
Gary Oldman. And David Tennant, Greg.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
What?
Who?
David
Oh, is it
Tennant.
Chris Tarrant?
The Doctor Who, and star of lots of films and things. He was in an episode about ghosts.
Well, he would be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
If he's... I don't know who you're talking about. I'm just trying to mix in.
Anyway, that is my TV heaven, Greg.
Thank God that's over.
I've got some more facts about it, Greg, don't
Well, you carry on. Should we roll some clips or something?
Yeah. That's the TV heaven over, Greg. TV hell time. I got this idea when I was watching Saturday morning TV the other day, and it's either on BBC One or ITV. I don't think it's ITV because that's James Martin, isn't it? Saturday Kitchen, where they do food heaven and food hell.
Oh, yeah.
They make one of the guests eat their food hell if people vote for it.
Shall we do that in our kitchen episodes? And you can eat all the hell stuff and I'll end up with it.
Because I'll puke.
I will.
Anyway, TV hell, Greg. This is the one that you didn't enjoy watching, that brings back not so good memories. And this, conversely from the other one, is probably more about the content of the programme than the memory of where you were when you were watching it. Isn't it?
I hate it.
Do you want to go first or shall I?
I don't care. Oh, let's get mine out of the way.
Okay, Greg. It's the 1980s. What is your TV hell?
As long as you don't put any clips on now, on there, so I'd have to see it.
I'm not putting them on there.
No, don't. The Kenny Everett television show.
It's the Kenny Everett television show, starring Sid Smart, Marcel Wade, Cupid, Gizzard Q, Morris Mimer, and now here's Kenny.
I can't. I wish I knew why. There's two characters he used to do in it.
Sid Snot. Sid Snot.
Well, that might be three then.
He was the punk.
Oh, so it was the punk, the lady, the best possible
Best
taste,
possible taste.
and the one that I had a shiver then. I cannot. It's the clown, and I've got no problem with clowns. I'm not one of them people that don't like clowns. I'm not a problem at all.
You're talking about the mime.
The
just to
mime
be
one
clear, aren't you?
where he
in a completely white background.
and he draw a door and open it. It's very clever, but and the music on top of it.
I mean, most people, Greg, think that Kenny Everett was a genius who was well ahead of his time. What do you think?
I think he should have been shut down and never put on television ever.
The Kenny Everett television show
Don't know what it is.
was a comedy show, and this surprises me that you remember it. I think it's probably repeats that you remember, Greg, because it aired from 1978 to 1981. But then he went on to have other shows as well, didn't he?
But you have to remember as well, my older brother was an entertainer at the time, so my parents used to record a lot of stuff to, steal, I suppose. That
was the Kenny Everett video show that was on from 78 to 1981. After that, 1981 to 1988 was the Kenny Everett television show.
And that would have been
what you remember.
And it's the worst memories.
And it was written by Kenny Everett and the great Barry Cryer, who wrote everything back then. Kenny Everett was a radio DJ, wasn't he?
And that's where he should have stayed.
Started on pirate radio, I think.
Should have stayed.
On Radio Caroline, maybe, on the ship out in the ocean. That's when you should have said that's where he should have stayed.
That's where he should have stayed.
Yeah. But he was famous at the time, even then, for creating his own crazy jingles and things like that. And then I think he moved to Radio 1 and became like the most popular radio presenter on Radio 1.
Wasn't very good one, that one, was it?
Greg, you're 40 years old.
Aye? Oh, you have had the jab. You had the jab?
I've had the jab.
How did you feel?
Marvellous. Anyway, Kenny Everett then moved into TV, and like I said, he was thought to be way ahead of his time. Was very good friends with Princess Diana, apparently, wasn't he?
I can't imagine her liking that sort of stuff. Can you?
I don't know.
Well, you just don't see a royal watching that sort of comedy.
Anyway, here's a clip.
No, it's not. Don't put a clip on. I don't want to see it. Awful. I haven't even seen it, but I know what he's just put in. Oh, awful. Absolutely awful.
My TV hell, Greg.
Can I just say, Jason, your TV hell could possibly be right up there with one of my favourites.
I was just about to say that my TV hell, I think, is almost in your TV heaven, because we've discussed it
I think
before.
it is, because again, it was when I come home from school and I used to sit there and I used to sit and get excited about this coming on. Only the old version, which you'll explain in a minute. It's got to be the old version, because that's what your hell is, isn't it?
Yeah, my TV hell, and many of you may not agree with this, was The Moomins.
Loved it.
As broadcast on CITV, I think. Was it CITV?
I don't care.
Anyway, and we need to be specific about which version of the Moomins we're talking about, because there were animated versions as well. I'm talking about the stop motion, fuzzy felt type version.
Because I'll tell you what, I don't even remember watching the cartoon version when because it's mainly the music, isn't it?
Yeah.
The music changed and it became this up tempo thing. I do not remember that at all. But the creepy, which it brings a bit of a tear to my eye when I listen to it.
You said the right thing there, Greg. Creepy.
Oh yeah, people used to really find it creepy. They still do now, but I loved it.
I think it was like Marmite. You had loved it or you hated it, and I hated it, and it was because it was so creepy, and they were in the woods with all those little creatures and those.
I loved it. I did. That was great.
No.
And I'm going to find it now. I'm going to put the music on
There
while
is
you're talking.
a new version as well on Sky recently.
Yes, I've seen it.
My kids were watching it not that long ago.
It's all friendly now, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was like kind of CGI-ish, wasn't it? The Moomins was invented by the author Tove Jansson. I believe that's how it would probably. I've probably already put that in, Greg, or
We can listen to it now.
flagged.
Oh yeah, that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Created by Tove Jansson, who was from Finland, and it was a series of books, I believe, first. A series of books by the Swedish-speaking Finnish illustrator Tove Jansson, and originally published in Swedish. Greg.
Yeah, it was all. I knew it all come from Sweden, hadn't it?
The Moomins have been the basis for numerous television series, films, and even a theme park called Moomin World in Finland. Oh my god, I would not like to go there.
That's like having a Kenny Everett land, isn't it?
So there were characters like Moomin Troll, remember that?
Oh, sorry, I was just reading some of the comments in there, and some of it, it's like 50-50, like you said. They're all going, this brings back so many memories, and then one of them instantly says, worst theme tune and creepiest theme tune ever.
Moomin Papa, Moomin Mama, Sniff, Snork Maiden, Snuffkin. Do you remember these, Greg?
I mean, they were obviously people on drugs doing these, weren't they?
What were the like people called?
Oh, they were like elves, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were like little elves, weren't they?
What were they called?
They were called
Someone will tell us in the comments.
Moominettes.
No, they weren't.
No, I don't know. I didn't. I don't. It was a long. I'm talking. I was probably 5 or 6 watching this. So it's a long time ago, Jason. It's at least 20 years.
There's several stage productions have been made of the Moomins too, Greg. Did you know that? The earliest production was 1949 theatrical version.
It's really popular. Honestly, you can buy all the gear, like the shirts, the hats, the cups, the mugs. It's really popular still.
Oh, apparently, there's like more than one theme park. Moomin World, there's the Moomin Ice Cave, the Interactive Playroom, Moomin Shops, Moomin Cafes.
I'm going to take you to one, Jason.
I don't want to go.
I'm going to take you to one.
I don't want to go, I'm not going.
You will?
I won't.
If I pay for it, you've got to go.
I won't. Can we spend like 3 minutes in there and then the rest of the time...
The bar?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll just close my eyes for that 3-minute bit. I hate the Moomin. And hate is a very strong word, but I hate the Moomins.
back, Jason.
Yeah, I know.
I went home and got the lead.
Well done, Greg.
Because I know it bothered a lot of people that we didn't have the lead. Jason,
Yes.
my wife said to me, she's leaving me because of my obsession with plants. I said, for crying out loud, Petal, where has this stemmed from? I'd just like to say, Jason, before we slip this newish section in, I really like this bit.
Do you?
Mm.
Well, I'm going to change you up a little bit, Greg. Because normally my writing is out and out poetry. This is more of a short story, I think.
Oh. Right. Is it poignant, though?
Yeah, it's just, it's just about life and work and love.
Am I gonna? Right, I need to get in the mood for these. Okay.
Right.
Go on then.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, Tommy used to work on the docks. His union's been on strike, he's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. And Gina works the diner all day. Working for her man, she brings home her pay for love. Just for love. She says, we've got to hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. Because we've got each other. And that's a lot for love. For love. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, we're living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it. I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. That's the end of the show, Greg.
What a packed show, Jason.
What a what?
Packed.
Oh,
I really enjoyed that today.
did you?
Mm.
Oh, great.
How's the kitchen episodes coming on?
We've done one. That's up and live. I mean, I don't know what order this is going out in, Greg. I mean,
well
this
then.
could go out tomorrow. It could go out.
Next month.
Who knows? We're just trying to film as much as we can. It's the editing that then takes a little bit longer. But you wouldn't know anything about that, Greg, would you?
Send.
It's not a typewriter, Greg.
That's the last time I used a computer. A typewriter. Oh look, Jason.
What? The board is back. I think it was back in the last episode. But if you would like to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at tnt@totgoo.com. That's .com.
It doesn't have to be in capitals.
It does
Have we
not.
got a PO box now?
Ow.
Oh, right on the...
No, but we do have an address.
Oh, that's what I meant, yeah.
We do have an address that if anybody would like to send us anything, they can. Just drop us a line there and I will furnish you with the address.
Why would you want to be furnishing? Why would you furnish?
Supply you with the address.
Just give the address, Jason. Just easier, isn't it?
Thank you for watching today.
Did
Please.
you have a moment then?
No.
You just stopped.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. It's my age. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And there's a lot of other YouTubers that say this. Greg, you ready? Smash that like button. Don't forget to hit the bell. I don't know what that does. Other YouTubers say it. Do that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
The end of the show. We'll see you soon.
Take care. See you soon.
Bye.